everyone, myself Ramya from Visakhapatnam. So today I am here to discuss on the farmers' protest on agriculture bills. So what are these agriculture bills and why the farmers are protesting? Let us discuss. So the first bill is Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Bill 2020. So it will allow the farmers to directly bypass the APMCs and sell to big corporates or warehouses or directly to the customers. Even they can use digital platforms also. There will be no cess or tax on this. So on positive side, it will provide farmers the more choices to sell their produce. The other thing is there will be no additional taxes or cess on this selling the produce. So in this way it will provide better prices for the farmers. But then why the farmers are protesting on this? So what are the major issue with this? So here the major fear that the farmers has is they feel that there will be end of the MSP after this act. So what is MSP? MSP is minimum support price. Minimum support price is the price that is guaranteed for the farmers for their produce by the APMCs. So earlier what the government has to do, it used to provide MSP through the APMC mandi. So when the farmers sell their produce to APMCs, at least there will be some assurance that they will get this particular price. But what is the situation now? There is no any legal backing for the MSP in any of these formulas. So they fear that if after implementing these laws, the agriculture sector will be completely privatized and these private people will completely exploit them. So this is one issue in Formula 1. So we will move on to the second farm bill. What is it? The Farmers Agreement on Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill. So in this bill, what is this bill is for? So it will allow for contract farming. So contract farming, is it good for farmers? Yeah. Farmers will know the prices even before they harvest itself. It is one good point to note. But what are the issues with this law? Here, most of the farmers in India are illiterate. Even they do not understand what are the terms and conditions in the contract. Even when they are at loss, they cannot even go and fight for their loss, because there is no any statutory backing or any dispute settlement mechanisms stated in this law. So in this way, even when we look back, there are instances where it actually exploited the farmers. When Britishers have arrived in India, you might have heard about Indigo Revolt, where the farmers are forced to cultivate this indigo and sell it to the Britishers, and even they were not able to cultivate the normal crops, normal essential crops, and there is a situation of famine in Bengal and Bihar areas. So in this way it might lead to exploitation of the farmers also. So this is one issue with the second law. So we will move on to the next law, which is amendment to the Essential Commodities Act. Here the government has actually lifted the restrictions on the stock holdings. How the stock holding will be used, if there is any essential commodities will be in shortage in future, then it will be of use. But what the private players will use it for, they will actually hold it for creating in artificial demand. Benefit the traders, not the farmers in this case, because the traders will create artificial demand and then they will benefit from the increased prices after that. So this is the main flaw on the third amendment. Okay, so in this way, on summarizing these three laws, we came to know about that. Okay, few advantages were there. By bringing the corporate sector in agriculture sector, we will have additional infrastructure, better infrastructure facilities for storage, and we will have some modernization of agriculture. So these are some benefits. But at the end, we should see whether farmers are actually benefit from this. So at least in my opinion, center should provide the farmers the assurance that not by words, by the statutory backing, that MSP should be provided for them by legal backing. Then at least farmer will accept these laws. And the second thing also, this stock holding should not be allowed for private people. If it is done, then it will definitely exploit the farmers and it will benefit the traders only. So these are the two things that I feel that needs to be modified in these formulas. And one more thing that needs to be concerned is the center has made the laws on this agriculture subject, but actually where this agriculture subject lies in? It lies in the state list. Then at least the center should concern the opinion of the states and then make laws on the state subjects. Then only the federal nature of the country will be secured. So in this way, at least if these things can modified, I feel the formulas will definitely benefit the farmers. So, thank you for giving this opportunity